Catchphrase, the show that's all about words. And here's 3 words to describe your host. Tall, dark, available. Yes, it's Nick Weir.
Yes! Hiya! I've got to tell you, I feel all right. Hey, how do we feel? We feel all right. OK, now we know we feel all right. Let's play the game. Let's go. OK, let's meet the contestants. Let's hear it for Pat and Richard. Hello, Pat. Nice to have you with us.
Hello, Nick.
Tell me about yourself before we get going.
I'm Pat. I'm from Swansea. I run a theatre company and we promote Wales through the medium of culture.
Wow, big supporter of Wales.
Yes.
Not only that, I happen to know that you were once a champion for Wales. Tell us about it.
I used to fence for Wales. I was known as Pat the Fence.
Great to have you with us, Pat. Richard, how are you? Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Give us a bit of Jen.
My name's Richard, I'm 23. I live in Sunbury in Middlesex. I work as a database administrator in central London. Hobbies, I do kickboxing and keeping fit.
All right, fitness guy. Kickboxing, how's it going?
Not too well at the moment. I've done my footing. Went on holiday last week, 2 days into it, hired a motorbike. Crashed into a tree.
Really?
Yes.
Was it late at night on the way home from a disco?
Possibly, could have
Yeah,
been.
I thought it might be. And of course, that's why we found you here instead of coming down the
Indeed, I
stairs.
couldn't quite make it.
That's all right, no worries. Good to have you with us. Now, let me ask you both a question. At the end of the show, a chance and only a chance, but a good one, to make a dream come true. Where would you go in the world if you could go anywhere and do anything? Pat?
I'd like to go to St. Lucia, please.
In the Caribbean?
In the Caribbean.
Any reasons?
Well, I lived there for about 6 months, years ago.
OK, yes.
And I haven't been back, so I'd like to go back.
Well, I've been there recently, and the comparison is unbelievable. They've done so much to it. It's beautiful. Richard?
Ecuador, I believe.
Any reasons?
I don't know where it is, so I'd like to find out.
Something tells me it might be on the equator. Anyway, no guarantees. One of you will have a chance to take part in the super catchphrase, but you've got to beat your opponent in the cash stakes. Let's get on with it. You ready to play?
Yes.
Indeed. Let's play catchphrase. Yeah. OK, round 1. The catchphrases are worth £100 each. Out there somewhere is this week's catchphrase travel bonus. It's another beauty. I'll tell you about it when we hear the signal, and I'll give you a little bit of Jen on where you might go. And remember also, at the beginning of the show, you only get 1 try per catchphrase, and I'm warning you because sometimes people guess in, they get close, they get it wrong, and their opponent rips them off. Not good. All right, so be careful of your money. You ready to play?
Yes.
Here's your first catchphrase. Richard's in.
The English Rose.
Right answer. You've got £100, you're off the mark. All right, Richard, now, look, in the bonus bank, £200, that's where we start. Behind those shapes is a catchphrase. Your task is to try to find it. Here we go. Any ideas?
The Lady with the Violin.
No, but it's always worth a try. Pat, you're in. Here's a catchphrase. Richard.
Cutting out the middleman.
Right one, well done. You've got a couple of £100 now. 190. Now, you've had a guess. You guessed wrong, we took a tenner out. That's how we do it.
Dancing to music.
No, not the one. Pat, you're still in. Good. Do you hear that noise? That means that this next catchphrase is not only worth £100, it's also worth the keys to this week's catchphrase travel bonus. And if you win, you're on a first-class return trip for 2 on Eurostar. From the centre of London to one of the world's most romantic cities, Paris. You'll be able to stroll by the Seine and canoodle in a pavement cafe and maybe even catch some culture with a trip to the Louvre. So it's off to perfect Paris. So there's a lot at stake this time, but you've got to get a catchphrase to get the trip. Let's have a look. Richard's in.
All hands on board.
That's not the catchphrase. Pat, do you know what it is?
All hands on deck.
Right answer, well done. You're off to Paris. And you've got £100 spending money already. However, you could have 180 more if you get it right.
The ukulele lady?
No, not the one. It's a nice educated guess. Richard, you're in. Here's a catchphrase. There's lots of people there. What's he doing? Richard.
Drawing lots of people.
Yeah, exactly, but that's not the catchphrase. However, Pat...
Drawing a crowd.
Right answer. Oh, Richard, you handed that one over. £200 apiece. 170 will give you the lead, Pat, for the first time.
No.
OK,
Sorry.
money's safe, don't worry. Plenty more time. Richard, you're in. Here's a catchphrase. Pat.
Poor as a church mouse.
Another £100. You've got the lead. Don't be so surprised. You're good at it. £160 in the bonus bank. Take a shape. Let's get one out of the way. This could help.
No, me and my lady, no.
No, you're not really very close there either. Richard, you're in. Here's a catchphrase. Richard.
Sleeping like a log.
Right answer. It's even Stevens again. £300 apiece. 150 now. We're losing money fast out the bonus bank. Got to get it sometime.
No, I don't know.
OK, money's safe. Pat, you're in. It's even Stevens. Here's a catchphrase. Richard.
Tug of war.
Right answer. You've got the lead again. Good job. 140.
No.
Nothing happening yet.
No, not yet.
And they're playing a very cagey game. Don't want to give anything away to their opponent. Very tactical. Pat, you're in. Here's a catchphrase. Pat.
Twinkle, twinkle, little star.
Absolutely right. It's all square. 130.
Black or white minstrel show.
Not the one, but there's enough there to make a good stab at it. OK, Richard, you're in. Here's a catchphrase. Pat.
Stiff as a board.
Right answer. Got the lead again. 120 in the bonus bank. One shape to go. Let's do it now. Right.
I don't know.
Nothing?
No.
I'm going to hand it to Richard.
Sorry.
Like music to my ears.
Right answer. Let's look at the scores. Pat, you got £500, but Richard's just in the lead with 520. OK, now, before the show, Richard was telling me that he was watching the last series of Catchphrase and he remembers Colin, all right, who gave me a lesson in kickboxing. Now, even though you're injured, you want a lesson from me now, don't you?
Yes, please.
I'll give you the same one Colin gave me. Come out here. Give him a cheer. All right. Right, this is the side kick. Now, remember this. Weight on the left foot, which is OK. That's a good one, right? Bring your knee up, OK, and extend. One more time. Knee up, extend. How about that? Painful, isn't it? Now he's double injured. All right, round two. Now, the catchphrases, we've doubled the dosh. £200 a catchphrase. The bonus bank will have £400 in it, and there's a theme, as always, tonight. The theme is 007, all things James Bond. Let's have a look at the first one. Richard's in.
Dr. No.
Right answer. 200 quid. Extending your lead now. £400 in the bonus bank. Balloons over the catchphrase. Go.
Flying fish.
So close. Oh, I'm not going to say anything else. Pat, you're in. Here's another catchphrase. To do with 007, Pat.
Pussy galore.
Yes! 390 in the bonus bank. Take a balloon.
Reed fishing? No.
No, but I tell you what, we're going to get this one real quick. Richard can't wait, can he? Here's another 007 catchphrase. Pat.
Casino Royale.
Right answer. You've got the lead now, Pat. 380 in a bonus bank. Take a balloon. What is it?
Bulrushes?
No, that's just telling you where, giving you an idea of where it is. You were closer before. Richard was very close. Ready? Here's a 007 catchphrase. Oh, you've got to get this one. If I said vodka martini. Richard.
Shaken, not stirred.
Right answer. You've got the lead by 20. 370 in the bonus bank. Take a balloon.
Fly fishing.
Right answer. OK, let's look at it. Pat, you got £900. It's very good. But Richard, you're our leader at the moment with 1,290. It's a shame that. I was enjoying that round. We had loads more to go. Anyway, it's time for a quick break. But when we come back, loads of money mayhem in the cash countdown. And, of course, we'll be finding out whether Pat's going to St. Lucia or Richard's heading for Ecuador, which is on the equator, Richard. Yes. All right, you'll be bad to miss it, so don't. See you in a couple of minutes.
The first one again.
Oh, tell you what. Welcome back. I've been still taking a lesson from the champ. You're wonderful. Back to your place. That's Pat. Let's get on with the show. So before the break, Pat was on £900 and Richard was in the lead with 1,290. But they're both truly in it and anyone can win it because it's time for some money madness. In fact, it's time for the cash countdown. Hey, we're quick change artists too. Right, the rules. £500 a catchphrase in the cash countdown, but up against the clock. The quicker you are, the richer you are. You know the rest. Let's start playing. Here's the cash countdown. Pat.
Ghostly games.
No. Keep trying. Oh, what did you do? Pat.
Fight to the death.
No, he did something a bit naughty there. He didn't play square. Pat.
Cheating death.
Right answer, 345. You're on a recovery. You're behind by £45. £1,000 in the bonus bank. Look at that. That's a lot of money, Pat.
Yeah.
Take some fruit, have a guess.
Prison bars.
Not the answer. Richard, you're in. Here's a cash countdown. Pat.
Santa's Little Helper.
You're doing well now, aren't you? 420, you've taken the lead. 1665, £900, we've taken £100 out. Take a piece of fruit, the cherries are going.
Upstairs, downstairs.
No, but it's always worth a try. Richard, you're in. Here's a cash countdown. Pat.
Mary, Mary, how does a garden grow?
No. Richard.
Cat out of the bag.
Not quite. The full catchphrase, which is, Richard? Sorry?
Let the cat out of the bag.
Let the cat out of the bag. £3.95. Richard, you've got the lead by £20. 800 now. In the bonus bank. The pineapple.
Nothing. What's the thing?
Nothing at all. Pat, the money is safe to live another day. Can you have a chance to get at it? Let's have a look. Here's a cash countdown. Pat.
Diamond Head.
Not the one. Money's running.
Hard as a diamond.
It's a good one. I wish I could take it, but there's a better one than that. And I've got it here in my hand.
Right as...
Pat. Pat.
Bright as a diamond.
No, he's not bright. He's not smooth. Not Richard.
Hard as a diamond.
No, he's not. So, wait, what? Richard?
Strong as a diamond.
No. Pat?
Rough as a diamond.
No, almost. One word. Take one word out. Pat?
Rough as diamonds.
No, the catchphrase is...
Rough diamond.
Sorry? Rough diamond, yes. You know what you got for that? 25 quid. After all this, you're leading by a fiver. Right, £700 in the bonus bank. What's the fruit that's going to go? It's that blue thing. I think it's a plum.
Rockabye baby.
Not the answer. Richard, you're in. Here's the cash countdown. Pat.
Sinking the Titanic.
No. Money's running, £400. Pat.
Captain of the ship.
Yes, what would the captain do if it was sinking? Pat.
Captain stays on the ship.
Right, he does. So that means the catchphrase is...
I don't know.
He's...
Sinks with his ship.
No, that's not the catchphrase. The catchphrase is...
Goes down with his ship.
Right. Yes, that's the one. That was like pulling teeth. Richard, you know you're allowed to participate.
No, I know, yeah.
It's just not me and Pat. Right, £600. Grapes are gone.
Oh, dear. Hush by baby.
You're about as close as you've been so far, OK? Not exactly to the words, but the concept. Richard, you're in. Here's the cash countdown. Pat.
Dr. Rabbit.
Not Dr. Rabbit. There's another bit in there. There's a calendar there. Wonder why that would be. Is that an M on the calendar? Pat.
March hare.
Need the catchphrase. Richard.
The March hare.
No, a bit more than the. Hold on, Pat's in there.
Mad as a March hare.
That's the answer for 20 quid. I can't believe we're going up in these tiny little bits. 5, 10, 20. Right, £500 in the bonus bank. And the pair has gone.
Oh, dear. I don't know.
OK,
Sorry.
well, leave it at that. Richard, you're in. You're trailing by a few quid. Can't work it out right now. We're moving too fast. Here's a cash countdown. Oh, Pat.
The largest slice.
Not the one. Richard.
Melted cheese.
Not melted. Pat.
The big cheese.
Not the big cheese. Richard.
Soft cheese.
Not the soft cheese. How many more cheeses are there? If it's not the soft cheese, it could be the Pat.
Hard cheese.
That's the answer. Hard cheese. Hard cheese. Hard cheese to Richard because he didn't get it. £400. Take some fruit.
Sweet dreams.
Right answer. Let's look at the winnings. Richard, you've got £1,685. That's a lot of cash, but it's not as much as Pat. Pat's the winner with £2,607. Hey, Richard, not only did you win that much cash, you had a little kickboxing lesson with me. That's not bad, is it?
I enjoyed that.
You have a bit of a laugh?
Absolutely,
All
great
right.
fun.
I'll see you after the show.
Yes.
Thanks for being here. Big cheer for Richard. With £2,607, you're going to play the super catchphrase. Let's do it. Come on, Pat.
Yay.
Out there is where we go. Pat.
Yes?
Super catchphrase.
Yes.
You're going to do it for Wales, aren't you?
Oh, for Wales, absolutely.
Right. On guard.
On guard.
All right, have a look at the screen. Now, there it is. That's just to entice you. That's a rather interesting flag. That's St. Lucia.
All right.
Jewel of the Caribbean. All right. Let's look at the grid. That's the important part. Now, there it is. 25 lettered squares.
Right.
Behind each letter a catchphrase. Your task, all you've got to do is get across the screen, answering the catchphrases as you go, and you've got 60 seconds, OK, which is well long enough, all right? What I want you to try and do is this. Sip across the middle.
OK.
OK, no problems. If you get on one that you're not sure about, have a few tries. If you're eating up too much time, sensible thing to do is pass.
Right.
All right, and we'll block you. There'll be a little X there, and then you've got to make an upwards or a downwards move around it, adjacent, no diagonals. All right?
OK.
Are you going to make it?
I'm going to try very hard.
That's not positive enough. Are you going to make it?
For Robert.
For Robert?
My son.
Okay.
Who will shout at me if I don't.
Okay, that's enough. Is she going to make it?
There we
are. I think, well, we all think you're going to make it. So does Robert. Have a seat.
Okay.
That's the hot seat. Take a moment to steady yourself, Pat. And when you're ready, let's go to St. Lucia.
Okay.
K. Okay, K.
Swings and roundabouts.
Right, another letter.
L.
L.
Dartboard rock. Pass.
Okay, another letter.
F.
F.
Back to time. Time on your hands. Pass.
Okay, another letter.
P.
P.
Sheep, pigs, farm, funny.
Right.
Funny farm.
Right, another letter.
Q.
Q.
Begging dog, begging cow. Oh, shavings. Pass.
Okay, another letter.
U.
U, okay.
No.
Oh,
Sorry,
Pat.
I couldn't.
All right, Pat, come up here. It's all right. Not easy in the hot seat, is it?
it isn't.
And I can't help you.
No, I
At this
know.
part of the show, I'd love to,
I
but I
couldn't
can't.
get past the cow.
You know what, though? I don't think Robert's going to be too disappointed.
Right.
I'll tell you why, OK? You passed on a few. You passed on Mr. Boat, that was. And Pocket Watch, it was in his pocket.
Oh.
And was Poor Cow, it was a cow, and you had no money.
Yeah.
And the last one was Red Lorry, Yellow Lorry. Oh. But as I said, Robert won't care, because you're not a loser. First of all, you got 2 squares right, £100 each. You've got the trip to Paris, OK? Your total winnings, everything added together, are worth £3,527.
Can't be bad.
It's not bad, is it?
No.
It's only a question of how much you win on this show, isn't it?
Yeah.
All right, we'll go to the bar now, have a little drink.
Please, come on.
Absolutely.
Come
We'll
on
take our
then.
fencing gear, have a few lessons.
Okay.
See you next time on Catchphrase. Loads more cash, loads more catchphrases. The only important thing is be here and don't be late. See ya. Come on, let's go, Pat.
Wheel of Fortune next on Challenge. On Pick-and-a-Mo, it's Farscape, where the clock is ticking as the team try to figure out which of them has been infected by a parasitic energy rider.